Welcome to the first session of Operation BAATOR. We're about to start an adventure going through the hell, fighting the Blood War. I am very happy all here today. I think we do see we have some known elements in both the player group and in chat. We are going to jump straight into this. We start off in Kenya with our dear characters lined up for an inspection at Bootcamp. You're standing on a frozen waste of unimaginably cold. There's just freezing nothingness as far as the eye can see, except for Mephistopheles himself walking up and down through the ranks of this massive army of assembled mortals. You have all been brought here through your own choice, or as you've started to learn, a lot of the people here have been conscripted into the armies of hell to stop the onslaught of demons. The devils have lost too much of the blood river, and they cannot reconstitute their numbers. Mephistopheles looks down your little rank of people here. And who's the first person he sees? Anybody want to be the first one to jump in here and describe their character?
Well, I am the largest.
Yes, that you are, by quite some margin.
He sees a 7-foot-tall, 700-pound machine. That's kind of what he sees.
So 3 of 5, Toto's character, Warforged. I'm assuming you're standing at attention here as you.
Yeah, at the ready.
Line. Yeah.
This isn't unusual for me.
No. Just a bit. Next to you, a human. Mr. Pudding here.
Aye, so you see Douglas McIntyre, he's a 50-year-old human, grizzled by his years in the wilderness. Dark hair and dark beard. He's wearing rusty old breastplate with dishevelled cloak underneath. He's trying to stand still, but he's swaying on his feet slightly.
Yeah. Next to Douglas, a person who looks more at home in the house, wouldn't you say, Snake?
The only one here who seems to be in the correct place. Looking up and down the lawn, definitely the only one who fits the current frontier of which we are in. Final Star finds himself here and ready to fight. Probably the only one here of his own free will.
It would certainly feel that. You, as like a little tidbit, since you live in the house, you've seen this war and its toll firsthand, and you've seen the massive surge of mortals who's been press ganged into fighting this war for the Devil's Spur, but also for the benefit of the multiverse. You are well aware of the danger, the consuming abyss that mortals call demon. Next to Final Star, have another human here. Stabby.
Yep. Quite possibly, maybe the shortest, standing at a very tall 5'6". He has a very thin frame, wrapped in some purple robes, but might be a little bit more tattered and scorched to the ends. Some runes that can be seen underneath the robes that pulse just a little faintly. He's got light blonde hair, tousled, unkempt. Slightly pointed ears, not as pointy as what you would see in elves or half elves, but just more pointy than a human's. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Looking forward, stoic, and like he does not want to be here.
Yeah. And finally, Orc Skull himself.
Hell yeah. You see a very tall, lithe figure wearing probably quite bizarre leather armor. Very pale skin, looks like an elf, and not like an elf, but very, very pale, even for an elf, and very light hair. Sort of silver, very light blue silver eyes, unblinking, and just scanning everything at the moment. Like really taking in as much information as she can as she tries to take everything around her in, just with a look of mostly just curiosity and fascination. And when I say tall, that's for sort of humanoids, in comparison to like 3 or 5, nowhere near as tall as that, but just probably a little above what you'd expect average to be for an elf. Yeah.
Yeah. You're standing here, very much freezing, because it is cold. It's unnatural, and it's a type of cold that even a good hot fire and a warm drink would struggle to chase away. You're really trying your very best to stay focused and stay presentable as Mephistopheles is inspecting the group. And he sees kind of your little group standing there, walks over to Toto's character, figure 5. He gives him a good, close look. This one might do. He turns to some lesser devil beside him, some kind of spined devil. Well, this is as good as it gets. You are now part of the Blood War. Not all of you are here voluntarily, and I understand that. Rest easy knowing that your contract is void, and you will not be reborn in the River Styx when you part with your mortal coil. We are at an existential crossroads. you might not appreciate what we do down here. Keeping your little mortal lives and your silly little material plane safe. But you will. You will learn. And with that I say, good luck. Have fun at boot camp. And you're now being pushed away into this training camp, kind of like further behind you. Tents dotting this icy landscape. You see people kind of huddled together in the groups that they were assigned to. And you've been given like chips, small little notes, denoting like what tent you're gonna be living in. And you do quickly realize that all of you have been assigned to the same tent. So you're now free to move about boot camp for a while, it seems. And when you enter the tent, it's bare. And you do have a couple of minutes here now together in the relative warmth of a tent without a fire or a blanket, which is worrisome for a few of you. Yeah.
All right. So we are just together in this tent at the moment?
Yeah. There's the rest of the companies around you are also filing into their tent. Some of you probably have a small personal effects. And you do have now, it seems, a scant few minutes before your training really starts. So that would be a good time to do a meet and greet between you. Some of you are familiar with each other from before. You know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to move around a little. You will also notice outside of your tent, a little bit further down kind of the road, you see this massive infernal machine. Decked out with weapons, armor. Standing there menacingly. So yeah, take it away.
That could be
Does
you one
anyone-
day. 305. She points to the infernal war machine.
That's not completely overboard.
Excuse me. Pardon.
Yes.
Anyone know what this training entails?
I ain't got a clue. I think
Guy
I
will
know
look
just
to
as much
the-
as you do.
Tiefling. I assume that you would know. You're one of them.
I'm one of them, but it doesn't always mean I know what's going on. But don't worry, we will all learn together, I'm sure.
Aye, well, I hope we learn pretty damn quickly because I've been here 5 minutes and my bollocks are freezing off.
I will have to agree.
I failed
I'm
to
not-
see what they could possibly teach me.
Aye, well, I think they might need to teach me quite a lot. I'm not used to this kind of thing.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be
Why-
in much warmer.
You're here against your will?
Aye, against my will, aye. I wasn't expecting to ever be called upon, let's just say that.
Same for most of us, no?
No.
Why do you want to be here?
Goodness, no. Not me. And my cardio is terrible, so I hope there's not a lot of cardio in the training.
Aye, you're telling me.
Am I the only one happy to be here, out and about, serving as we should?
What
I
about you,
believe
Elf?
so.
Oh,
Are you talking to me?
Hi, I am.
I also want to be here. Well, I want to be in this plane. The war, take it or leave it. Mostly leave it. I'm looking for something here, but we can get to that after boot camp, I'm sure.
I think you're all mad for wanting to be here anyway.
Agreed.
I think Douglas will just
war's
walk to the
stuff
back
of
of the
legend.
tent and take a swig from his flask.
So, for you, Douglas, like, you are, when you take the sip, it has this, like, warm, familiar, comforting feeling, but it's also alcohol can get so bloody cold. You feel it, like it's almost tainted this a little bit as you take a sip and you feel this almost viscous cold liquid hit your throat, and you get this refreshing boost of the drink, but it's also bitter in a very particular way. Bitter.
It tastes like home, but like my home's been destroyed.
Yeah, very much. As you've put your personal effects away and done about your business a little bit, a very pretty ordinary looking chain double humanoid wrapped in chain and wearing hook comes walking down. You see him quite in the distance as he pipes up and goes, "Start running!" And he points to this hill in the distance where you see some sort of fire has been lit. It's a very bright, pulsating fire that produces a very steady stream of smoke. As he yells, "To the green marker! Move it!" And you see this green light up in the distance. And as you start running, do any of you have want to comment on what's going through your character as you've now started just pushing towards this hill?
Final Star is just used to taking orals, has no problem, starts taking off towards the hill.
No.
Hopes everyone else is keeping up.
Shari's actually weirdly similar, not in the same sense, but has done sort of basic training things like this before, so kind of just understands it's part of it. Somebody will shout at you, you should do what you're told for a bit.
I think Douglas will kind of look around at everybody that's running away from him, and he'll start a little bit after everybody else, not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I would stare at the chain devil for a while. That's not a good sight. I won't get used to that, and then just start running. They are terrifying.
They are.
I've not seen one of them before.
I hope that's a rare one. We never get to see it again.
I hope not.
Just a slow jog.
A slow jog?
My cardio was terrible.
Oh no.
Trying to pace myself.
I would agree with the slow jog, honestly. I think Ashari is taking this very casually, so just sets off jogging.
Oh wow.
Oh man, yeah. That thing is awful.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, no, they are. So this thing sees Lysander kind of like jogging, and you hear the most terrifying whip cry you've ever heard. When like a 4-gauge chain goes wha-bam next to your ear, and you hear this like now growling, almost metallic sounding voice just go, "I said run!" And you hear another swoosh of the whip coming towards you, and I assume
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hauling ass.
Yeah, Final Star's not even gonna look back. He's just gonna pick up speed and keep going.
Oh no, Douglas looked back and now he's running faster.
You get into a routine the first couple of weeks of this, as they're going through just physical exercise, getting you into like tip-top shape. It's been intense. I would imagine that a fair few of you have been like reconsidering your position in all of this. And I know 2 of you have been cursing every moment. And you're sitting here with a strange message. You've just been debriefed. Tomorrow starts firearms exercise. This is an unknown word for pretty much everything. And you're back in your tent after a couple of weeks now of pretty intense exercise, where you might have had a little bit of fat in your cheeks. That is gone. And I think you've all adapted pretty well to the cold, where you would be shivering the first few nights. Now you're sitting clothed, yes, but like no way not really not shivering. You're more in your element, and it's visible to all of you. And you're back in your tent. If there's anything any one of you want to touch upon as you sit here with this memo that says firearm training tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
What the hell is a firearm?
I would imagine it's some sort of weapon.
It's a type of weapon, same as any others.
Aye, we don't have them where I'm from.
They're pretty simple to use, all things considered.
Are they sharp?
No. They fire projectiles at high speeds, like a bow, but simpler to use.
Aye, like
More
a
like a
crossbow
crossbow.
then.
Usually with more force than a crossbow. The projectiles are smaller, you can load them with different attributes far easier. They are pretty easy to use. In fact, it might be worth me showing you all a little bit this evening so we can get a head start on this.
Might be a good idea.
Great. I don't know how helpful that will be, but I'll spend an hour or so just talking over points with people today.
I would like you to make an intelligence roll.
Just straight
First roll of a
intelligence.
campaign?
I want you to make or anything you find appropriate. If you have something you think it's more better for you in this situation, you're free to tell me.
Better. I don't. I mean, obviously, I have
Arcana,
proficiency
perhaps?
with. Yeah, Arcana works. I have proficiency with firearms as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arcana would work.
Yeah. So intelligence with
15. Oh, I'm still self-rolling. Here you go.
So yeah, 15. I would like everyone else to also
Whoops.
Who?
He'll be back. It's alright.
Oh. Okay.
Does it help if I can show them an example?
Yeah, then I would give you advantage.
Okay, so as this conversation is going on, she tries her best to describe them, and even like draws some pretty detailed sketches of different ones because she understands things will be vastly different. And I'm not sure if any of you would have seen this before. She doesn't make a big point of it, but you can see as eventually she just gets a little frustrated that it's not really making sense with these things being a little bit weird. So she will, you see she reaches to her arm, pulls up a sleeve, and you can see as it forms from her arm, that her arm is prosthetic. And ricocheting out is what is effectively, for our terms, a revolver. That just sits out, not in her hand, but next to it in this moment. And she will start pointing at different details on it. As it glows red, but it is a shimmering black metal that you haven't seen before.
You can roll me another Arcana check.
You just have this in your arm?
Yes.
Well, ain't that an interesting thing?
21.
I can see why you
Yes.
volunteered.
With a 21, the rest of you no longer have to roll anything. And you do now, you have like a pretty good understanding. At least the theoretical parts behind like how a firearm would function. And the night drags on. Were anybody want to chime in with something now before we move on to the next day?
I'm good.
Final Star and his duty would definitely be making sure all his stuff was clean and ready to go. Just being proficient the next day.
ThereI imagine there's like a clear like mark of like professionalism on like his bunk and his locker, and like everyone else kind of like messy, and like Final Stars is just like,
Squared away.
yeah.
I think Douglas's stuff will be kind of the opposite. He's not used to having all this stuff in one place. He's not used to having so much stuff. So he's probably just sat on the floor with his boots and socks off, warming his feet by the fire.
So yeah, the next day comes, and you've been marched out to the firing ground. It's a large open plain once again that you've grown very accustomed to during like, a lot of running exercises and a lot of more running exercises.
Running.
Yeah. And you see in the end, like, quite a bit away, you see these, like, targets. And as you're being led over here, you're each given a musket. This long, spear-shaped weapon. And they start giving you instructions. I want everyone, except Todd, to make a intelligence check with advantage. We now start talking about the firearm.
How did I pre-select advantage or not?
I was just going to say that. How do you pre-select advantage on an intelligence check?
I used control. don't know if that's advantage or disadvantage, but I got 2 dice.
That's
I'll just roll twice for now.
We're the smartest.
We're all up here. Yikes.
okay. So when the Drool Brigade gets through the lecture,
Just holding it like a spear, spinning.
oh god. I want it to be known that the highest you got on advantage between all of you was a 12.
God damn.
We are the
sorry,
flock.
sorry, no, an 11.
What the?
Oh,
I assume you
Jesus.
point them with this end.
you.
It's like
you
a big
got
bat,
it.
isn't it?
You got instructions yesterday. That didn't help.
You explained this
Yeah.
so poorly.
We saw a pistol. We've got a musket.
Here's
So how
the
do I
thing.
put this in my
This
arm?
doesn't work like the thing you showed us at all.
Ashari is
I don't see how
stood
the
at
arrow
side
goes
just
in
shaking
here.
her head. But it is true that the weapon she showed you is far more advanced than the things they are giving you, and works actually surprisingly differently.
I
How
want
does
the
it
shiny
now-
one like she's got.
And she was sort of hoping that you'd, I don't know, that would help in some way, but she's clearly saying she was wrong at this point.
I mean, it helped somewhat. I think Lysander has an understanding of this. Like, some pieces are falling into place. You at the very least realize that this is a mechanical thing and not a magical thing. It requires like a chemical compound to function. For the rest of you, sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
I will add, if I may, there is a
yeah.
look of shock on Ashari's face as well, as she was expecting the firearms to be far more advanced than this as well. So, a little bit disappointed look.
In Three's defense,
Yeah.
where he comes from, everything is magic.
Yes. True. He would have no reason to think this was anything but. That is very true. But yeah, your company has been now, after a loathsome, horrid day of officers screaming at you to no, use the ramrod, you idiot! You've been sent to latrine duty, and you're now all digging ditches. With strict instructions to return the next morning. Lysander is the only one who's been given a shovel, together with Astari. Astari and Lysander, you have shovels. The rest of you are digging latrines by hand, quite literally, in this freezing snow and ice. While a chain devil is watching you like a hawk, so that nobody shares shovels. So you're just digging away, probably, hopefully, thinking about how firearms work. I would imagine that both, I don't know, is Oshari trying to give more lectures?
No, she's pretty smart, and she's figured out that what her knowledge wouldn't help a huge amount with these primitive weapons. So, just shovel the shit.
Lysander, what bit was the trigger again? I can't remember.
Just hold up the shovel. I think it was around here at some point. You pull it and it goes. I cannot remember.
Where does it go?
That way, wherever you point, that way.
talking, more digging, and you hear this horrid crack of this chain whip over your heads.
Oh fuck.
I will never get used to it.
Who rolled? Okay. No, you got. So Douglas. Douglas rolled the lowest. Yes. So this all depends on Douglas. Douglas, I want you to roll intelligence check. Until I say stop.
God damn it, Douglas.
Oh.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, sorry, guys.
That's one.
I showed you where the trigger is.
You shouldn't need to know where the trigger. This conversation is getting
Again?
Yeah.
such basics.
No, keep going. I will tell you when you reach the goal.
It's a lot like a crossbow. It's not too hard.
I can't figure it out. I've never
Load
used a
the
crossbow.
bullet!
If you swing, you
Crossbows
can
have
curve it.
triggers.
You curve it with the swing.
At this point,
So,
maybe we
so
should.
that's the trigger.
Less talking, more digging.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna shoot him in a
Right.
moment.
Keep going.
Oh, I forgot where the trigger is.
Just like a crossbow. It's right near the X. You push it to your shoulder. You're good to go.
I've never used a crossbow.
Oh, we're screwed. Look. Like this. You hold it like this.
Douglas, if we're here tomorrow, I will choke you with the chain devil.
You're holding it the wrong way, aren't you?
Is there some sort of official process for getting a new crew member?
Just give me time. I'll remember it. I promise.
Are we sure that this is a sentient beast?
Like Ballast
No,
Grace,
time
this is
is
insane.
not going to help.
After a solid week of trying to teach Douglas how to use a fucking muscle, the Bone Devil in charge gives up.
Can we have somebody roll a persuasion to just tell them like he's the driver? He doesn't need a gun. Like,
I can't do it, Captain.
Aren't you supposed to be using a gun?
I hope not.
Fair.
Oh Lord!
holy shit!
I need a more.
Never before have I seen such a bad string of rolls. You are. I don't even have words.
That's it all out of the way.
This is just the start.
Wow, you can have an inspiration.
That's inspirational.
It is inspirational. But yeah,
Amazing.
Wow.
you've been marked as unfit for firearms training.
Okay.
The rest of you, you're all proficient in firearms.
Wow.
Oh Lord!
Damn.
Incredible.
Oh, this is gonna be even better. After a week of firearms training, you've been given a new memo, which reads: tomorrow starts training on explosive ordnance.
Do you think maybe I'll be better at that?
Yeah.
Can't be much
have to
worse.
blow things up?
Well, I've seen things explode before.
Then
I
I
don't
think
really
they're
know
good.
how it happens, though.
Oh,
Hopefully there's no trigger this time.
Well, how does it go off then?
I put everything down to magic.
yeah. Next day comes around. And once again, there is a bone devil, unnamed and unmarked, walking amongst you. It's a box, things on the table, and he starts pulling out round objects. He picks up one, which is a small, like, cylindrical metal thing with like a gray band. It's quite rough around the edges, and you can see there's like small chemical ampule visible kind of inside. It's not completely closed off, with a large ring attached to the top of it. He holds it up and says, "This is a grenade." And he takes a long look at Douglas. It's important. It's important that you throw these away from you.
Okay.
After you've removed this part, and he shows the ring. I want everyone to grab one of them from the box. Take their positions. Get ready for explosive ordnance training. These will produce smoke. And he takes a look at like the rest of the group around Douglas. You can see like a few of the other companies have taken a step away from your group. And these are not dangerous. Hope. The last part is very much under his breath, and you're now instructed to throw some grenades. Please, everybody do just a strength check.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
That.
I think we need to check his die. There's something wrong with him. He's rolling 3 more than anything.
Oh my god.
Right.
So which way do I throw it?
We do have 2 of those that are saving throws as well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10 and a 14.
Both Douglas and Ashari, kind of. It's not, it's not great. And there's certainly a lot of other people who have smoke very, very close to them. But your group is now just in smoke. And you can hear the yelling from the Bone Devil, and you already know exactly what you're going to be doing.
Oh, shite.
There's a lot of latrines. I'm going to tell you that right now. You've been busy for the last one. I am tempted to have you roll again a little. So just for fun, Douglas and Ashari, roll me another
strength.
Another strength.
Dude.
Just once roll over 10. Just one time. For me. For me, please.
So, the next day goes a lot better for Ashari. Douglas, keep rolling.
I've got cramp in my arm. Can't throw it very far.
Hey, we did it! We got there!
Douglas will have taken a sneaky swig of his flask and then thrown it at that point.
You finally managed to put smoke in the area that wanted smoke. The rest of the week passes quickly as you continue to familiarize yourself with firearms from the rest of you, and grenade and more other equipment. You, Douglas, you've been taken aside and been given a device called a FAR gab.
A far what? Sorry.
A FAR gab.
Far gab.
FAR.
What exactly does this do?
It's like this.
Oh, gee.
Oh, it's fucking
And it's a
complicated.
backpack. And sure, it's complicated, but instead of, but this is, this is something you feel like you're mastering better. The knobs have very clear names. It's labeled. You can read it. It's it's understandable. And you've they've been teaching you the protocols for how to communicate. And this is essentially a two-way radio.
Nice.
Where you can hello.
That's
so
pretty
yeah.
cool. I prefer this to firearms, that's for sure.
During the training gun or the usage of firearm, Ashari, the Bone Devils have kind of noticed you tinkering away firearms and at the ground, maintaining equipment, doing what you do, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been now taken away a bit closer to the infernal machine you kind of been seeing in the back. And they've started to give you some. You've been given some manuals, some reading material to go over in your spare time. There's a lot of interesting stuff here about hard points and armor and repair and maintenance and stuff like that. Basically, leisure reading for Ashari.
All right. Should have a quick look through all of it and then just tuck it away in a bag.
Yep. Cool. And you've been taught now. There's not a proficiency with grenade, but you've been familiarized in their use. Now use them in the field.
All right, beautiful.
A new memo arrived, which merely states training starts 6. And you're in your tent once more. I think at this point a few of you probably have like new equipment hanging off your shoulder, like a musket, some gunpowder. Maybe a few of you have managed to get a couple of grenades of some from some unknown origin. You're starting to look more army, more ready for war. Yeah.
I'm just going to be sitting on the floor playing about with my new machine, twisting a couple of the knobs on it and seeing what each thing does. Oh, hello.
They've been also teaching you a cantrip that you are familiar with from before. It's called Message.
Message, aye.
You can send small messages over quite a distance, 120 feet. You can send like a whisper over to somebody. Have a short range and long range communication. Oh,
Oh,
Volume adjustment. Oops.
I think.
so if anybody wants to have a chat with anyone, you just ask Douglas.
Yeah. Yeah. The next day, you are shown the infernal, this massive, hulking monstrosity. In the front, you can see essentially a bear trap. A massive spring-loaded, toothy contraption that looks like it can jump out quite a distance and just chomp some poor soul in half. On top of it, there is two places for harpoon launchers. They're like small ballista, basically. They're made with almost like a recurve type of system, so there's like pulleys. So it's pretty easy for like one person to rack a harpoon. And in the back, there is a large, heavy wrecking ball winging about now. Which seems that it has quite some reach. And in the middle, kind of snuggled on the left side here, or there is a pilot. You good old Final Star. I'm assuming you've been practicing hard in your office. Must.
Most definitely. I want to know how to use this contraption the best I can. The better I know it, the better I serve.
Yeah. During one of your nightly practice runs, you've been approached by one of the chain devils and taken over to a different part of the shooting range, where you've been introduced to some special operatives who've been teaching you how to shoot from hidden cover.
Excellent.
Yeah. The infernal machine in front of you is a gargantuan contraption. And they start going into this very technical, very detailed breakdown of its features, of speeds, of like how much the hard points can take, how much armor it has. A lot of probably very useful. Do any of you who pays attention to this massive lecture? Sorry, pays attention. Yeah.
Final Star. Final Star might not understand it, but he's paying attention.
Douglas is probably dozing off a little bit, to be honest.
In a short while, you will be deployed to the front line in one of these glorious machines. I want you to keep in mind that you are replaceable. The machine is not. Do not lose the infernal engine. You will be punished severely. Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not hearing any yes, sirs! Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Aye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You see him turn around at the eye, and he sees Douglas, and he just like, no, no, I can't be bothered.
Aye, sir.
Nice. So yeah, if you would please drag your token onto the tank.
I don't think I should be using one of them things on the top. Maybe I'll go to the back. To that big heavy thing.
Big sledgehammer.
Oh, where am I? Where have I gone?
Underneath somewhere.
Oh.
I knew this was gonna be funny.
It's just pure chaos. Yep.
I'm just grabbing the tank. I can't grab me.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Drag and drop. It's not that hard.
I'm trying.
Chaos ensues.
Poor Douglas.
Come on, the tank. I can't find the door.
There you are.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, just for fun, what is happening here when Douglas is trying to get into the wrecking ball? Walk me
Can't
through
find
this, people.
I can't find the way in. I've never seen a machine like this before. You know, nobody showed me the door.
It is the thing on hinges.
You told the rest of us to get in, right? Come on.
I did. I think I'm in. I just can't move myself to the back.
After a while, a bone devil pities you and just sticks you into the wrecking ball seat, straps you in, attaches you to the controls, and is like, "There, don't move. We're fucked." Walks off.
Oh, sorry, guys. I don't really know what I'm doing here.
We know.
I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll find a use for you.
I've got me big
What?
walkie-talkie.
Walk around, guys. How do I get in, guys? Guys.
Where've they gone? I can't find them.
Later this day, you do learn a little bit more about like your future duties of Shari is going to be an engineer, upgrading and maintaining the internal engine. War Machine doesn't fit any, or 305 doesn't fit any of the required equipment for anything. So you've been just delegated to doing your thing. Final star has been allocated intelligence officer, pretty much a counter sniper. And you've learned that Douglas is the communications officer, in charge of communications, airstrikes, and artillery.
I think I'm the best man for the job.
Collectively groan when we learn.
Oh, fuck.
We're screwed.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Everyone has a job.
Would you like us to scroll up to the big line of 3s and 2s?
The sender. You have been made company commander.
Nice.
Mostly because you've not mouthed off to the officers, and Thiefling is just a bit too eager. So yeah. What follows, as I said, is 2 weeks of, once again, very intense training, getting you used to the tank, getting you to every one of you gets like a very basic understanding of like driving it. Like all of you have the base knowledge how to operate every part of it. Not to say that you can drive it necessarily well, or operate the wrecking ball or the different systems very good. You are all more or less perfect. And you're getting ready to be shipped out. You're you've been taken back out of the horrid, cold waste of Kenya, and you've been taken back to Nessus, the ninth hell, to the city of Melshim, where you've been now, as tradition demands it, you've been given some leisure time, where you can hang about, take it easy for a few days before you ship out fully. There's drink, there's good food. You finally feel warm again after what feels like years in the frozen waste. Mephistopheles is milling about, getting ready to do some sort of farewell speech, it seems. You can also see a devil. You sort of you hear when she enters the room. There's like a lot of whisper. There's a lot of people who like huddle together very quickly and start like whispering, talk. And this devil is like very clearly maimed, missing an arm, eye patch, very like mauled, essentially. Anybody who wants to can do a history check to see if you recognize, or religion. Religion.
It's the same.
Oh, first net one.
Hey!
Nice.
This is very embarrassing. Final star. This is very, very embarrassing.
You live here.
Just because you live somewhere doesn't mean you know everyone around the place.
No, that's true.
That's simply not true. All devils know each other.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to It's Archduke Zariel.
Holy shit.
You are bad at your job, dude.
It's one of the archdevils of hell. She used to be in charge of Avernus before it fell. And she's very clearly messed up.
She got her ass kicked?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
I don't think I'm going very well if she's looking like that.
You are of the understanding that you are here to handle medium threat. Quite a few of the big bads are being handled by people above you in the hierarchy. You've been assured many times that your lives will be well spent. How you choose to interpret that, it's up to you. But yeah, you're milling about at this party, and you see devils. You've heard rumors about Fall, the Nine Hells. It seems like the devils will talk about it if prompted. But it also, you can tell talking about hard on a very fundamental. And I think a few of you probably know a little bit of devils, they're lawful creatures. They like when things are orderly. And now the Nine Hells are in chaos. That the first Archdevil of Hell, Zario, she's even in Nessus, is against the order of, and it's very apt. So yeah. Anybody who wants to go down memory lane? Any things you want to talk about before?
Lysander, you said you're not here by your choice. How did you get brought here by chance? I don't want to know your back or anything. That's your business. But I mean, the day you were dragged here.
It is fine. The day I was dragged here was the same day as my father's funeral, believe it or not.
Oh, shite.
Quite inconvenient, yes. My father passed, and I am now the eldest of the house. And so, as the eldest, I was passed down our family heirloom, which is a weapon. And before I could know of what this weapon did, it came with a contract, which, thanks to my great-grandfather who made the contract, the male line, upon passing of this heirloom, signs the contract, as I accepted the weapon. So yes, so when I was given the weapon, the devil appeared and told me you were now the named name on the contract, and I have
Just like that.
Just like that. And the better news is that I am needed in the hells, and now that I am the named name on the contract, I am here.
Your poor family.
Very much so. My siblings are with our maid, so I believe they're doing okay.
I hope they find Baldur's grace and she's kind to your family.
Thank you. And yourself, how did... I don't mean to be rude to everyone else, but you seem the most normal than everyone here.
I would agree with you. I would be inclined to agree. I was wandering around North Rashaman after I'd been helping out some berserkers, offering them a bit of healing, and I heard this laughing in my head. It told me to go to this fortress up north. And now I'd heard of this fortress, and I'd heard it was run by some horrible wizards and some brigands, and I thought he was leading me to my death. I thought the devil had finally come to claim me. But I approached this fortress and this massive gate with a demon head, and it was quiet. There was nobody there. And all of a sudden, Bala presented herself to me the first time in years. She said to me that to cling on to hope, and she gave me this weapon that you see me carry, my censer, and just says, remember what I was before the fire. And then she disappeared, and I went inside the gate, and I was dragged here, and the rest is history. I don't know why she gave me the weapon. I've never used one of these before. But he told me she's still here, no matter how ignorant she's been in the past.
I think that is the way of most deities of that stature. Only they know, I suppose.
Hey, they work in fucking mysterious ways, I'll tell you that.
Agreed.
Final Star's gonna lean in, but isn't it glorious to have a purpose? I mean, what trifle small things would you be doing if you weren't here, ready to serve?
I was helping in my own way. I was
with
doing
my
what
family.
I could.
This is all new, I suppose, to both of us. That was the first chain devil I have ever seen, and I hope it's the last.
I agree with you there. I don't like the look of that fucker. He's a nasty, nasty bastard.
No, and I think if anything can do that to Zariel, an Archduke, I don't think I would like to face or be anywhere close to it. That's what we're up against. It can do that. No, thank you.
So you're actually glad to be here, Final Star?
I am very glad to be here. Otherwise, I would just be, cleaning and farming. This is much more appropriate.
You wouldn't enjoy a simple life.
All our lives are simple until they're not.
You're telling me it's not very simple now.
He's gonna start cleaning his musket, getting everything ready and put together.
I'm just going to drink a bit more.
Yeah. Everybody. Nobody else wanted to do anything? No. Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
Good.
We're gonna do a short little break soon, I think.
Sounds good.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Cool.
10-minute break.
Sounds good. 10 minutes.
As we're doing the break, shout out to the coder. Very cool and gifted. 11 subs.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, my man. All right, cool. Yeah, 10-minute break. We'll be back. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Welcome back. We're just gonna jump. The farewell party ends with Mephistopheles congratulating on becoming true-fledged members. The Blood War. And he seems pensive. Or like nervous. And it's uncomfortable to see such a powerful figure almost like crawl away a little from a speech. And he wishes you good luck. And he hopes you're shipped out onto a boat. A large steam engine. Those big, like, flapping wheels, water wheels. Chugging up the river Styx, the Blood River. Up through Nessus. Through the cold, freezing depth of Cania. And as the frigid air of winter gives way to, like, fetid smell of a bog, you enter Meladomini, the realm of Bazlabul. You very quickly see the war happening. You hear the rain of artillery fire. You see the dragons flying out for missions. You see, as you near the front line, you see more and more devils and mortals alike being tended to by medical personnel. Devils and mortals being put in piles of dead. You are a fully trained crew. You're sitting here on your infernal vehicle, on your infernal. I'm assuming Ashari is in charge of fuel for this thing.
In what sense? Sorry.
Like you're in charge of maintenance, as we established before. Engineer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you've been given soul coin.
Ah, gotcha.
Because this thing runs on soul.
Sweet.
You've been given quite a few. I would say you have 5 of them probably.
Okay.
Which is a rather large amount of coin. What is going through your head as you're like nearing? You can see the back. You see these like large dug lines of just war happening. The nature of the river Styx dictates that river Styx can flow upriver and downriver as it pleases, and you're on top of like a hill, and you can now see the battle. What is Ashari thinking?
Oh fuck. I think is genuinely the first thing she's thinking. I don't think it registered to her before this point of how bad this could potentially be. She was very singularly focused on her own objective when she signed up for this or volunteered for this. And it's starting to dawn on her that maybe this was quite a dangerous approach. Potentially quite a reckless approach. approach to take to this task. Although she's enjoying the soul coins in a weird way, because it feels like tech that at least in some way makes a little bit of sense to her, which is probably the first bit of it she's seen. Is this whilst we're still on the river, or we're off the river on a? Okay.
You're on the river. I would say you're kind of like back here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can very clearly see the battles happening, but you still have a little bit of a ride before you get to like the landing zone, and then you're gonna drive the infernal engine to the front.
Mm-hmm.
You've been given very specific.
There's something else that everybody sees at this point. Then something that she's been waiting to do until they were out of boot camp. And so at this point, if you are in view of the driver's seat or that area, she will drop into it, and you see from her left arm this time. The last time it was her right arm that she pulled the revolver from. This time you see it's just something slots out, and it's like a small rod, and you can see she pulls out it just literally looks like a strip of metal. Really doesn't look like anything impressive at all. And she places it onto the back wall, like behind where the driver would be, and with her fist hammers it on. So the sound of metal against metal as a fist hits the wall. And you can see as it sticks, it sort of shimmers and turns invisible. And the part on her arm that is still out begins to spin rapidly. You see almost like a light display on her arm where the rod is. She doesn't say anything else.
Okay.
It's not that bright. It just gives her information, basically. I'm fine. I'm just making sure that we can keep an eye on the vehicle. They told us not to lose it, of course.
How does that do that?
How does what?
How does that thing on your arm keep an eye on the vehicle?
It allows me to... You can see her desperately like searching for the right words to describe it, especially, no offense to you, Douglas.
3 is going to put a hand on Douglas's shoulder and go, "It's magic."
Oh, my Bally's grace, I've never seen such a thing.
Magic, that's a good way to say. It will let me make
You
sure
know,
the
I've got a
vehicle
bit of
isn't in
magic
trouble.
myself too.
It's very good, Douglas.
Oh no! I can see where this is going. Are you patronising me, Ashari?
No, I just am not sure how to talk to you yet. What is your magic
I'm
do?
not sure how to talk to you too.
Final Star has to turn away from that.
You just need to use small words, and everything will be okay.
Listen, I've been alone for a very long time.
No, you haven't.
How old are you?
Have I not? I'm 50,
I see.
Okay.
I think.
It
I've not really been keeping track for the past few years.
can get hard to count when it gets beyond a certain point.
Aye.
There's so many
When I hit
numbers.
45, I wasn't sure if I was 46 or 44.
It makes sense. What does your magic do? And you can see she's sort of trying to quickly move past.
Well, I do a lot of doctoring. That's what I do.
Useful.
I hope so. But again, I also don't hope so, because if I hope so, that means I'm hoping you all get hurt, which I don't. Unless you
I'm glad.
piss me off.
We wouldn't want that. I'm not going to intentionally piss you off.
I appreciate that, Ashari.
If you feel like I'm patronizing you again, let me know.
I will. Don't you
feel
worry.
like it may happen unintentionally.
You do speak a bit funny, I've got to say.
I'm
Where
trying
are
to
you
adjust.
from? I've not heard your accent before.
From a very long way, not from the hells. You didn't live
I'm
here,
not from
though,
the
right?
hills. No, I'm from Rashaman.
From where?
Rashaman.
I don't know it.
It's
Was
a
that
place in Faerun. I'm originally from a small village, but I've been wandering for a long time.
I know that feeling. I was a wayfinder, navigator.
Oh,
I
aye.
end up in Faerun.
Interesting. So like a sailor then?
Yes, I was on a ship.
Ah, interesting. So I bet you're a bit familiar with this river we're on then, if you were a seaman or a sea elf.
It wasn't that sort of ship. We stayed mainly in the sky.
Oh, shite. I don't believe you.
That's fine. You don't need to believe me. Maybe one day I'll show you instead.
I believe it when I see it.
But no.
What were you holding on to in the sky? Were you on the smoke itself? What was keeping you afloat?
Wings?
Oh, hang on. And she glances to 3 of 5. Looks back to you. Magic.
Magic.
I see. I think you're taking the piss out of me.
It is the simplest way to put it. We had engines that would burn through magical potential. And she holds up one of the soul coins. In a very similar way to this engine consumes the energy from these. It's a simplified way of saying it, but magic is technically the correct answer.
I think you're the proper man for this job then. Driving this thing.
I wasn't an
Woman,
engineer
elf.
back on our ship, but this tech's pretty primitive. I think I can figure it out.
If you don't mind the intrusion, just step in the corner. Can you make this fly also?
With enough time and effort, I might be able to.
I think that would make things a lot easier.
You still have gravity here, which is helpful, and there are ways of manipulating it.
What's gravity?
And with that, you arrive. You've been now driving as you've been having this conversation. You've been driving over the rough terrain, and you now arrive at Elf. Just to
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
arrive at.
I thought you were asking for a check. I got distracted for a moment.
No.
Douglas might be the one asking the questions, but Final Star is also interested in every question he's asked.
Yeah.
Final Star is just like, as long as he keeps asking it, I don't have to. You come to the battlefield. In front of you, a massive trench. So, here? Yeah, a massive trench filled with devils. It's filled with a mixture of spined devils. Here.
Cuties.
Yes. And barbed devil.
Ooh, not so cute.
He's a nasty bastard.
The barbed devil are hurling flame. Just chucking fire out of the trenches. There are 3 Bone Devil commanders, each operating a cannon, shooting at the enemy position to the left of you. And across the way, you can see 3 large rocks with what looks like gnolls. These lovely guys here, the hyena people. There's also ghouls at the front here behind these 3 rocks. And at the other end, the trench is filled with mains and more ghouls. You see undead ghouls are manning and operating ballista and cannons. And they're bombarding the ever-loving shit out of your entrenched position here. As you arrive, one of the Bone Devil commanders, that guy too, very quickly looks to your group. There's some more tanks coming in elsewhere, and he's like, "Okay, you're the reinforcements."
We
Yes.
are. Yeah.
Good.
Are we?
Seems so.
You are. What I need you to do is go out into the no man's land and take out their forward positions of gnolls and ghouls.
Very well.
You got it.
Oh, that simple, is it?
Be careful of their cannons. You do see like a smoking rack of a war machine in like one of these.
All right. This should be simple.
Yeah.
3's gonna walk up and go, do you have like a rudimentary map?
Of what, soldier?
Of their positions.
He points to the 3 rocks in the middle of the field. There's the positions. Kill them.
You got it.
Well,
Yeah. Position 1. Position 2. And position 3.
So we start from the east and work our way across the field. What y'all say?
I think we could do that.
Makes sense to
If we
me.
must, I'll follow your lead.
I'll drive if everyone's happy with that.
Of course.
Of course.
Let me just find the door.
3 or 5, come here. And
I think the door's over here.
she'll take a moment. You see a flash of light as she's going back to the rest of you. And as she walks away, 3 or 5 has a what looks like a very advanced small musket turret attached to his shoulder.
Oh, that's interesting. Can I get one of those?
no.
At some point,
What is
maybe.
What does this thing do?
Allows me to help a little even while I'm driving. As long as you're above top, I can shoot from it.
I'll be up top.
Good.
Let's go in.
I have only seen from training what most of you can do, but I like to get in the thick of things. So let's get quite close.
Excellent.
You are now in the vehicle. For purposes, I'm going to we're just gonna do it like this, and we're gonna start with Ashari, unless Final Star and Lysander has something they want to do. Ashari is the driver of the vehicle, and therefore this will not move before her turn.
Only if I can see anyone from here and try to take a pop shot at him.
I don't think that has. Or maybe. What's your range?
That's what I'm trying to find right now. I'm not quite sure. Whatever the musket's base range is.
The musket is not great. You do have. You also have.
Douglas, get on the weapon.
120 feet is the long range musket. And there's 150, 160 feet to the closest enemy.
Then I guess I am doing a nothing.
You can shoot with your longbow. Oh. The longbow has actually a greater long range than the musket. Because you can.
Then I guess I will see if I can.
Shot, quite high.
All right. So since I have not played with D&D on this, do I just click the weapon or?
Okay. What you do? A quick tutorial here. You point at the thing you want to shoot at. Hit T. Then you can hit C to open your character sheet. Click the weapon you want to use. And you should be able to shoot.
Both a nat 1 and a 20.
Both sides, same time.
The shot goes very well, but the gnoll moves. But the distance is so far that he's not even dodging it. He's just moving about the battlefield. And you see the arrow pass through where his head used to be. You do have another shot if you want to try again.
Sure, we'll go for shot number 2.
This time he's no, you hit him. Damn. Cool. You nail him in the shoulder.
Ah, it looks like I got the first blood. Let's make him have the final blood.
Cool. Lysander.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb up top, not to the highest point, but so I'm up, sort of hanging off with my left hand, and then hold out my right, my glaive appears, and then I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Yep.
Is that automated too? Target myself?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should work, hopefully. I'll do this together.
Yeah.
And hope.
Spell.
Hey!
Oh, yes. Perfect.
I love it when it works.
Yes, that's pretty good. And I am just waiting for the movement.
Yep. You should be able to end your own turn. By the way.
Yes.
Do appreciate if you do. Shari, your turn. You've cranked the key. It's purring. Like, it doesn't run on diesel, but it sounds like it does. Just chugging along. You see, like, the mouth of this is just moving a little bit. And you should have 100 feet of movement.
All right. For those of you near enough to see or hear, you can tell she is already enjoying driving this thing, probably a bit too much. And we'll start with just revving it up. Takes the drive action, obviously, and we'll blaring through it to move. I'm guessing I have to go over here.
They will move out of it.
Okay. In that case, I will just... I can't see this very well.
No, it's
Movement
very far.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end my... Because it has to be the vehicle's turn to move it.
You are allowed to use... Because you use your action to drive. You're allowed to use your bonus action to either dash the vehicle, so drive an additional 100 feet, or to take evasive maneuver.
I see.
So you could drive it as a bonus action and then use your action for something else.
Oh, okay, cool. That is good to know. I think we've got good line of sight on some stuff here. I know everybody's got ranged options.
6.
Oh, I think a lot of people have ranged options inside, right? You've all got
Yeah, I've
And
got
I point out that we are currently in range of every ballista.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
the
we're going
second
to
you
be.
go out of this trench, arrows and stuff just start hitting the tank from the other trench. It's just
Yeah.
ping, 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 ping.
Of
We
course.
get to
All right.
cover.
I will, in that case, dash.
Okay, so you drive over this guy. See, he needs to make
It's a DC 11 Dex saving throw.
you.
He fails, so he will take 4d10.
Yeah, you want to roll that for me?
Yeah. 4d10
All thanks to the arrow.
bludgeoning.
Yeah.
21.
He's paced. So he gets shot in the shoulder, and then you just kind of come screaming out of the trench. Oh God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, a lot of
More.
saving throws.
Success, yeah.
That's rolling 1 for all of them.
The ghouls are paced.
You roll 21.
21, yeah.
Well, I think keeping a friendly kill count is not going to be advantageous.
You can hear them groaning.
Oh, okay.
They are barely alive. Same goes with the hyena. You've managed to like flatten them into the ground, and they are technically still in the fight, but you can just see like twitching limbs of like the ghouls and the gnolls like just stomped into the ground. You see the gnoll in particular has been shoved well and truly into the ground like a petunia. So yeah.
There's one more ghoul. Also, anyone that fails their save is prone.
Yeah. I am
I do have a quick question. My commander move command, does that count with the tank or as just person?
We can try it with it.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Just as I'm up top holding out my glaive, I see you run them over. I look back. They're all still there. I'll just like lean over and call down. And Ashari, they're still alive at the back. You want to reverse or keep going? There's some to the left too. Pull the lever. Go, go, go. And I'll use the move command. You can move your movement.
With that, I'll move forward just another 10 feet as she'll hear this. Got it. Reversing. And I'll reverse back.
Yep.
And I have 10 feet. Oh no, more than 10 feet. 10 feet. 90. Move. Just reverse perfectly around this corner.
Yeah. So yeah, you absolutely splatter them. With some instructions from Sander, you've smashed through.
Douglas, tell the boss over the command that I get half the kills.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
No hunter is near dead. No hunter is now dead.
Now, these in vehicle done with its turn.
Yep. Let me do
3 or 5.
Yes! I am going to leap into action.
Yep.
Jesus.
I am just mowing them down.
Yep.
And I don't think there's anything more I can do here. I'm in a good position if he wants to use the thing.
So, question. If I wanted to get out the tank and then get back in the tank,
Yeah.
is that just movement?
That's just move.
Brilliant. So, Douglas is going to jump on the top of the tank and jump out the front and to see if he can see if any of these are alive. Because he was in the back of the tank and he couldn't see what were going on.
They are all dead.
They're all dead.
You
That's
do
throwing
hear
my points
some
to shit.
commotion, like the other side of the rock here, where you kind of saw 3 or 5 run up. You do hear them.
So I'm going to move another 10 feet up this way.
Yep.
Still can't see anything. Another 5 feet. Am I in line of sight of that one? I can see him.
Yeah, if you can see and target him, you can see and target him.
I'm going to shout to Ashori. I might be able to do some doctoring magic, but I can also do this. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at this one.
Okay.
He's hit.
Please.
I see a 3.
I'm blocked by a wall.
Oh. You can't see enough of him.
I can't see enough of him.
I mean, you can see this ballista up here.
Oh fuck! I can.
And the cannon, and So you
How
could
far
you
away
could
are
shoot,
those?
try to shoot that, because that certainly is going to start aiming at you.
I'm going to cast it at the cannon then.
Yep.
'Cause I can see that. With it being a cannon, I'm going to cast it at level 2. Oh, fuck.
You do have an inspiration.
I do. How do I use that on Foundry?
You do see Ashari just raise an eyebrow.
I have refunded your resources, so you can try again.
I'm going to do it again. Ashari, I can do it, I promise.
I believe in you.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
How much movement have I got left?
So, you should get back in the tank, my friend.
You are the
don't know.
absolute worst.
Can I get back in the tank?
Yeah, I hope so.
And stay there.
I don't think I can. I think I've used. Oh no, I'm not the wrong thing.
Please do not stay there.
I'll get it back in the tank.
Douglas is such a mess.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it an action to drink out my flask?
No, that's sad alcoholic drinking is a free action.
I'm going to take a drink out my flask and end my turn.
Unguided.
Unguided.
Great.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. You're dead. Why, no. You're dead. Why do you get a turn? You shouldn't get a turn. Ghoul sees you 3 or 5.
Yes.
2 attack. This stuff again. Forgotten. Adjust the thing and the bite.
I don't like that he actually hit.
No, they. Yeah. You will bite again. This time he misses. Top of initiative. Siege weaponry. This cannon can see the tank. The tank, I will say, has cover. It has half cover.
21 armor.
I did what I could.
I am so glad I landed on 2 and not 20.
Yeah, a large cannonball. Like you guys see the cannon like start aiming towards you, and through some good communication and teamwork, you manage to pull the tank even just like a little bit farther back, as you just see the cannonball whiz past, hitting the back defensive line. This. Oh, huh?
We should probably take care of that thing. I don't think it wants to be friends with us.
Oh, I think we're going to go straight towards it.
Great.
I think that's a good plan.
Lista also. Tank.
Yeah, that doesn't do
Tink.
anything.
No, it hits and bounces off the armor. That's the turn. This cannon. This one chooses not to shoot at you. Will not shoot through friendly. Cool. Final star. Your turn.
Excellent. So it is 120 meters. That was the shot range for my musket, right?
Yeah, it's the long range.
Excellent. I would like to take 2 shots at the cannon with my musket then.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, it's popped out. That's why.
Something go awry.
Did something go awry? Ah. We'll do the non-popped out sheet. Do I have it targeted? Yes. Yes. And we'll use the longbow.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, Lord.
And the second.
Be, rolling a bunch of ones and threes.
Oh, this is not great.
3 has definitely been the number of the day.
Yeah.
That is not my fault.
I'm just gonna pop my head back into the tank.
You're about as good as me, Star.
Yeah, at least I'm not as tired. You did a little bit of running.
Okay. Are you? Is that your turn?
That's it. How do I? Oh, I see.
Yep. Lysander.
Yes. Do we know, like, in character that Douglas's communication lets him drop artillery? Is that a thing he gets?
No, that's not a thing you
Later?
can use quite yet.
Okay.
We'll get to that. We're warming up here, people.
Okay.
You'll get
And
your
then,
toys.
In that case, I
If
will.
I had it, I'd have used it.
Yeah, I'll move forward on the Infernal Engine just a little so I can get within blasting range.
Yep.
Eldritch Blast. Twice. Ha! Sorry. Apparently I'm too far away. I will movement, jump off, move closer.
Yep. I would like to remind you that you can drop prone, and then ranged attacks against you will have disadvantage.
Yes, yeah. So hopefully this is enough range. It is. Nice.
Hey!
Yes.
And a 3.
Yeah, you know. That's all I got. It's still rolling crazily, but that is it for me. My rest of my movement back on the ship.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, waiting till we get closer because I'm a melee guy. That is my
This
turn.
as a general rule of thumb for everybody, don't stand in front of the ship. In front of the yeah.
Try my best.
Yep. That your turn?
That is my turn, and I will end it. There we go. My turn, that is.
This ghoul moves up towards you. He will try to claw you.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is happening on the other side of the rock where I can't see.
Yes.
Yes. There's a fight.
He only gets to do the one claw. Oh, Shari, your turn.
God. I like being the driver, but also I feel like it's quite stressful. Let's look. I've got Meta, I know this is completely meta, but I'm pretty sure there's a cannon that's about to shoot at us. But I think we've got to take out those, at least some of the artillery that's shooting towards us. I think that's going to be essential. So, I will say to those around me, I would brace.
Are you going to ram them?
As an interesting point for everybody, you can see that her eyes look more silvered and sort of glazed over than usual.
Oh my.
She looks more drunk than me.
I mean, you could get pull back and get some real ramming speed here.
Have I not got it? It's 90 feet away. Is that not? Well, no, 100 feet away. Is that not enough ramming speed?
I mean, you could do more. That's fine.
But
I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I want a bit of room to maneuver when I'm there, you know. All right, let's see. So we're gonna go. Whoa. Come on.
Yeah. So you just smash into this cannon.
And
I want the infernal engine to make a Constitution saving throw.
Roll high, roll high, roll high.
Not a 3.
We pull you back. Supposed to be.
3 and a 4.
God. Damn it.
Hang on 2 seconds.
You.
Two moments on this one, please.
Yeah?
I think we're having a bad night.
We're what, sorry? We're rolling back.
Having a bad night.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Nice.
No, it is not a creature. Alright, so in that case, it is the 3. So 1 lower.
It's the. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a 3.
Awesome. You failed that by quite some margin. So roll me 20d6 as you slam the infernal engine into this metal fortified cannon.
I'm going, yeah, okay.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I'm going to negate some of this damage.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to negate, it's not going to be a lot, but it's something.
Yeah.
I take off 12 points from that.
So the cannon is fucked. You absolutely you bend the barrel up, you smash into this. 65 damage is what's remaining on the on this poor thing. I want everybody inside of the vehicle to make a Constitution save.
Whiplash!
This is important that you should succeed this. DC 10.
Why did it not roll? Roll for me.
Who rolled the one?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. I will flash of genius for 10.
Okay, so you flash of genius yourself up.
Yes.
So you
It's
all...
so many dice.
I don't know.
Where are all these dice coming from?
I'm not.
I guess
sure.
it's rolling for y'all, but it's not rolling for me. So I'm imagining that it's coming from me.
Are you? Do you have a problem? Anyway, so you all take 16 instead of 32 for crashing straight into this cannon. And
No, I did that wrong.
Mm,
and for Reg, 126. Yeah. So it's now scratched. But the cannon is messed up. The ghouls are in a state of panic.
Mm-hmm. I hit them as well. If I can
yeah.
keep going. If I can keep going.
Yeah, you go smash through this.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, sorry, both moved it.
yeah.
There you
So yeah, they need to make
DC 11 Dex.
any ghoul.
they all
5.
die.
33 bludgeoning.
Yeah, they're dead. So you've just ran over them. I want you to roll a d100.
100. 98.
98. The gunpowder explodes.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Oh,
are we airborne?
oh my god!
I just
I
don't
am
know if we're
alone.
airborne.
I am now alone.
How much damage
We
did we take a
went
second ago?
over this.
I would want to point out that the barrel is in fact on the map
Mm-hmm.
next to the cannonballs
I thought it was set
and the
dressing.
cannon. Yeah, no, that's on you. What's a keg again? What's a pool?
Join us next time. 305 Demon Horde on his lonesome.
No, I think 305 needs to rename himself to 1
Of what?
1 of
Yeah.
5.
1 of 5. Gunpowder keg.
Good campaign, guys. Good campaign.
God damn it.
So I need everyone to make a DC 12 dexterity save.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a good roll.
Nearly
Those
a
are
five.
not good rolls. Okay.
I say DC 12. So that's 28 fire damage. As the gun, you drive over it, and it functions like an anti-tank mine, and it just goes woof through up into the tank.
At least
Where
the
did
tank's
it
cold no more.
So do I take half then?
If you made the same, yeah.
Yeah.
How you all doing?
What was the damage we took from the initial crash again, by the way?
16.
16.
16, then half of this. So
Yeah.
30 total.
I failed, so no happy.
We're going to...
Alright, I'm not seeing any dead.
Where did the demon go? Am I blind? Is the demon grinder just... Did it...
It just disappeared for me.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't know where it went.
Put one back then. We'll have to review footage.
Did anything else take damage from that big explosion?
Like all the enemies in the area here are just gone. Massive explosion. They're dead. These are dead. These on the ballista are dead. Even the ballista is like, it's not completely busted, but it's not superbly operational either.
How's the tank?
Battered.
It's battered.
The tank is immune to fire damage, though.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, you're taking the fire damage. The tank is taking the concussive force of driving on top of a tank mine.
Okay.
So yeah.
Keep going.
Do I have any defense against fire damage? Being
Grab the next one.
May as well.
As you now have entered into the trench, one of these bad boys comes stomping out of the proverbial woodwork.
What in oblivion is that?
A large undead creature with long, horrid claws sees
Made
you.
of bone.
Yeah. Bone claw. So yeah.
Yeah.
Was the vehicle was right under. Where is it?
It was in that location. Anyway.
So there we go. 3 of 5.
Yes.
We're out and about.
I am out and about. I am just going to continue. Well, I did target this one. Well, let's try that again. I actually miss. Okay.
Oh, actually, before I forget, Ty,
Mm.
roll me a d20. Good that you said it. That's 9. So that is the jaw on the infernal engine is broken.
Okay. But we're not immobilized.
You're not immobilized.
Okay. I will. Can I take the other movement then?
I want you to roll another d20 because there were 2 sources of damage that were over the miss. 12. You are blinded by all the smoke. So, Shari is blinded by the smoke.
Yes. And now I can continue my turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
We are action surging.
Nice.
These misses are unacceptable. lot at once. Don't like that. And yeah, that's it.
Douglas.
Okay, so I'm going to turn to Ishari and say, "You're trying to get us fucking killed here." And I'm going to cap
I thought you were
restoration to remove the
capable of healing.
blindness. I'll fucking get to that. Let's sort your eyes out first.
She's blind because of smoke.
Oh, so I can't
There's
use.
so much smoke
Oh, I
coming
thought you
Am
said
I-
through the...
blinded is in a condition. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, she is blinded
Um,
as a condition, but like it's because of
It wouldn't work. Then.
smoke.
Okay.
Does it
in that case,
matter
I
that
will-
I'm not seeing through my eyes at the moment?
That would matter. Where do you see from? Do you see
The
from
perspective of the vehicle.
Oh, so you're not blind.
Mm. I don't mind either way. Just-
No.
Anyway,
Yeah, Douglas. What you wanna do?
Well, in that case, I'm going to say we don't fucking die unless I say so. And I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word on everybody in the
Hey.
tank. I'm guessing that wouldn't work if I cast it on the tank.
No,
No, I didn't think so.
the tank not currently considered a living being.
No.
It currently is concerning.
Do I have to target everybody individually first with Mass Healing Word? Because it's only letting
Yes.
me target one person.
You can hold shift and then just go T T T.
Oh, nice. Still not letting me
Target,
select
target.
everybody. There we go.
Yeah. Zoom.
It's the best I
feeling
can do.
better.
You're welcome.
Nice.
And that's going to be my turn.
You just used your bonus action.
What was that? Oh, I didn't even realize. Fucking hell. Bollocks.
So if you want to, you could grab one of the harpoons.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm good at shooting things.
Open up the demon grinder and target, for example, the bone claw or the ballista or the next cannon or whatever you want, and then
Big
just
fucker.
shoot it.
shoot the explosives.
That's what I was looking at.
Oh, now then.
If you don't finish it, I will.
I'm going to shoot the explosives that are
Crap,
over by the other
well.
cannons.
Grab a little target for you here.
Has that done it? I'm trying to... Do you just click on the harpoon?
Yes. You could have. You should click on the picture. Picture turns into like a dice.
Oh, can't figure this out. Bear with me.
So you have the demon grinder sheet open, correct?
Yes, I have. Yes.
So you.
Oh yeah, I was just clicking the text. My bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm not very good at shooting, am I?
It's still two more than most.
You've got this.
That's his.
Yeah, that's my turn.
You do make the bone claw like protect itself a little bit. Shoot towards him. Or did you shoot at the barrel? I kind of missed. Looked like you.
I targeted the barrel.
Oh. Well, yeah. You missed the barrel. No. Wait, you were shooting at the... Were you shooting at the barrel?
You wouldn't let me select the barrel. I think I must have already had the demon selected.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, like, 11 is enough to hit the barrel.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So roll me 7d6. Save. No, yeah,
No,
almost, not
yeah,
quite.
Yeah, there you go. I'm tired, all right.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, 10 each. There have been damage, and the cannon here can only shoot one more shot, which is very, very important. Star.
All right.
Sorry. Before we get to you, I keep. We do have the cannon. It's gonna try to shoot you, the tank. So it turns around, aims for the tank, and shoots. Luckily for you, the angle of the armor lets another shot ricochet off. So you just see this massive explosion of sparks at the very front of the infernal engine as this cannonball just skitters off, and you hear it go as it just disappears into the distance. This ballista is gonna find you. Shoot towards poor little 305.
That's a miss.
Terrifying ballista bolts buries itself in the stone behind you. Just. This next ballista will also try to shoot you, since you're standing there out in the open. Another bolt buries itself in the ground in front of you. And that's it for the artillery stuff. Final star. Now it's your...
All right. How far am I from where he's getting shot at?
He's getting shot at from this position over. These two ballista are shooting down.
I'm going to attack that ballista then. After I see those two giant arrows and just impel right beside him. This time I actually am going to use my musket, hopefully.
Hey! These three getting ready.
Did it fire that time? Did not. I click the musket, nothing happens.
Love them.
There's no ignition in my...
Are you... There's no...
I got firearm bullets, though.
Might be bullet... I see the problem here. There we go.
Good to go?
Right now.
Hey!
There we go.
Trigger pulled.
Kaboom. You bury a musket ball in like you're aiming for probably the like limbs, but you shoot a bit low and you shoot into like the main body of the. So you shoot off like a little bit of wood, but you haven't actually done any damage. It looks impressive.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Am I able to take a second shot? Because
Yeah.
I have the crossbow specialty.
Yes.
Instant reload.
Super quickly load the musket.
Anyone's ever seen a musket loaded, there is no quick loading it.
No.
An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. Cool. Well, Sander!
Yes. My bonus action, I will look down into the to where Ashari is, and it's currently like smoke inside, right? But she can still see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just shout down. Ashari, I don't know if you are okay down there, but I think you should get this out of here. Pull whatever lever you need to. Move. And I bonus action command to give it the movement. Then I will use my what's it called? Pact Keeper, Rod of the Pact Keeper, and use an action to get back a spell slot. Yeah.
Very quickly,
my turn.
what does it look like when you regain a spell slot?
Ooh. I think I take a quiet moment to myself. I'm holding the glaive. I bring it close. I just sort of mutter like a quiet whisper to whatever devil gave us this weapon, give the family the weapon. And I'm covered in, for a moment, like purple flames cover my entire body, and it like dissipate, and the smoke just billows away, back to normal.
Cool.
And that is my entire turn.
And we move on your
I believe so. Yes.
on your turn. All right. I can't move the thing at the moment because it's combat locked.
Oh, for his turn, yeah.
There you go.
Awesome. Thank you. So we will pivot a little bit the other way, figuring out controls, and just slam this thing forward.
Are you driving into the monster again?
Driving through it, technically, but yes, it needs to make a deck save.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me double.
It's any creature large or smaller.
Large or smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So he needs. Yeah, he succeeds.
All right. That's a shame. But we'll keep moving.
Nothing as he dodges out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Yeah.
absolute
That was so slow.
disbelief on Free's face.
Okay. But yeah, that's 90 feet.
Yeah. You've tactically positioned yourself.
Is that a... Well, we're behind that lines is the idea. Is that a reaction to do that?
A reaction to.
Yeah, I mean, he uses his bonus action then to complete it. Is it a reaction from me?
Not currently. No, it probably should be, but not current. So we'll go with the current.
Are you sure you don't want to make it a reaction already?
Okay, sure. What happens now?
That means that as part of any action to control this, I can also spend a hit point to heal it. as I fix it.
Oh,
at the
okay.
same time.
Okay.
I see where you're going.
That's where we're at. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fine.
So I'm gonna, as I move it, she's just grabbing at stuff and slamming bits back into place, fixing it on the fly as she's driving it. So for another 10 hit points, he fixes it up.
Yep.
Also, and I forgot about this, so it's a good reminder for everybody. I should have added 5 to that deck save earlier, and you guys should have added 2 from cover.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
Okay.
So I would have made it. All of the other positions
Yeah.
are half cover. The driver is 3/4 cover.
Yes. I forgot to. We'll get there. It's the first.
Yeah, it's we're still learning. But yeah.
I'm also looking at the time. Because I know some people are going to be up way early in the morning. So we're just going to do. Not sure. Did you have plans for how long the session you wanted to go, Ty, or anybody else?
Usually the goal is 4 hours, or like 3.5 to 4. But that's fine. But
We'll
realistically, pudding. What's your?
I'm good for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
What are you?
we'll just aim for a half.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Let's leave it at the end of a round as well.
Awesome. Lysander, you are done with your turn completely now?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Now the ghoul. The ghoul is gonna try to claw.
Gonna swing and a miss. That's right.
Oh!
I'm invincible.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Cursing yourself, sir.
Look, we have the never-ending threes. How much?
I know, right? The power of 3.
He actually has enough movement to move up to this position. So he's running up this lanky,
Hello there.
long-armed, clawy thing. Runs up, sees Lysander.
No, I
In
don't
the
think
back
you're
here.
welcome here.
Uh,
There's no room. I apologize.
I'm gonna remember to give you half cover. I feel that's fair, considering what's about to happen to you.
No, I did get spell slam
gonna-
back.
Piercing claw.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Please miss.
Oh, it's because of your height. And now, there we go.
Oh, I will shield it. But
Yeah?
as he brings down his claw, I bring out my glaive and sort of like parry him out of the way.
Yeah. You do have a very good.
Did you just cast a 4th level shield?
It's practice warlock. Yeah.
Warlock. You only have 4th
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Who is this?
Yeah, that parry looked so good, right? Easy. The best
shield
parry
is
you've ever
enormous.
seen. Yeah.
So you're sitting in this since you're in the very back, I'm assuming you're sitting very close to the wrecking ball.
Oh yeah. I'm using it, just dodging my direction.
Yeah. And you fill this seat with this bubble, and he's just claw. And he has another claw.
Sure. Shit. Of course he does. Yeah.
That's a lot of die.
Sir, not today.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
Not today.
Got the bone claw. Fun reaction. I'll remember that. That's the bold. Ashari, it's you again.
Me again. Hey guys. Nobody be here.
We have an unwanted guest at the back. I don't know if you can see.
Can we run him over?
Smash! Smash!
Sure. Is this there's all of this friggin' gunpowder here that has not detonated yet, is that right?
No, it has detonated.
This has? This one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But they succeeded the save.
Oh shit.
And it low rolled. But the cannon is effectively, because it shot its last shot against you, so it's out of ammo because it doesn't have any more gunpowder. So you've technically achieved what you were trying to do.
Okay, great. In that case, she's
The ballistas are still operating.
through the tank, and you see she's going to try something. Scurries up a little bit in her seat to look out, and I'm going to. So you said I can use a bonus action to move, right? And you said do something else in my action. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt to shoot a spell with my action. I'm just saying it out loud to make sure it makes sense. And then bonus action move the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds correct.
Okay.
That sounds correct.
Cool. So I'm going to... Cast tree raising. Oh, you can hold them at target. Okay. So you see she pulls out the the ibex, just the rather annoyingly large revolver that folds out of her arm as she stands up, just bracing against the vehicle, and is going to fire 3 quick shots into the third barrel of gunpowder.
The one, the one down here.
Yeah, 100. It's 120 feet, which, if I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken. Where do I see the? Okay, anyway. Come on, load, please.
117.
117, yeah. The range is 120. Technically, she's doing this whilst moving, but for the sake of it. 3 quick shots. Let me target.
You might get through.
Pardon?
No, it's you're 20 feet in the air. Just down.
Oh, I'm 120. Well, I'm 126, apparently. That's fine. She's moving as well, so I'll do a bit of the movement first.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get taken with the tank. Very unfair. Alright.
Yep. Get away. Ooh.
It's not doing anything.
Anything?
Okay. It's just not casting anything yet.
Okay.
Select targets. Okay.
Now, does it require 3 targets on Foundry?
I don't know. Oh, maybe. Here we go. This might do it.
Hey.
Hey, that's a max damage roll.
All right.
Pew, pew.
3 shots into that barrel.
Yeah. That barrel, absolute fuck. And I'm imagining that these are coming in rather quickly, one after another.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of bonus damage here. So roll me 13 d6. Whew.
Oh,
What?
sorry. I just thought it would. It probably isn't going to make much difference, but it does an extra D8. I forgot about that. 6 more. Fine damage.
No, that's perfect. I don't have to roll anymore.
Okay, cool.
Roll that.
Nice.
Boom! As the barrel just explodes out of the trench. Throwing all the ghouls skywards. It's just raining body parts. The cannon has been launched into the air a little bit as your 3 rays of fire. The first 2 superheated the barrel kinda. The third one just punches through, detonating all of the gunpowder at the same time. Resulting in a massive explosion.
Nice. Perfect. And I will finish the movement with the bonus action.
Yeah.
As I move, I want to keep this thing alive, so I'm going to burn another hit point. And this one ghoul, technically, and the knoll that I landed on need to make a dex save.
Next. He doesn't succeed.
Hey, my friends, they've arrived.
Hey, and the tank heals up another 18.
Nice.
Move you
She just-
a bit here.
Slumps back into the chair. Yep.
So succeeds. Manages to
But the
jump
ghoul will
out.
take 33.
Yeah, the ghoul is already dead. There's no way.
They're already dead.
The knoll manages to jump barely. It skitters up the rock. Oh shit! From behind! Yeah. Good turn.
Alright, that's my turn. And then the vehicle's done.
Anybody want to take a guess what I'm gonna do?
Run back and get in the tank.
I'm going to hit this stupid ghoul.
Are you?
And this time he's going to.
Are you
No!
though?
No! I'm so tired of this ghoul. He keeps living.
He can't get away.
There we go.
There we go. Just die.
How many kills is that for you 3?
Fortitude.
That's 5 kills for me. And then I'm gonna second wind. Wow, that's loud. And as a part of second wind, I get to move half my movement speed. And then I get to run and jump over the tank and land in here.
Boom.
Howdy. And that's my turn.
Oh.
Air delivery.
Douglas! It's your turn.
Can you hit this time, please, for me?
I think you're muted.
I was, thank you. Question: when we were with the Bone Devils, did I notice any radios or anything over there that I could contact?
Oh, like on their side?
Using the far gap.
You are connected to like the main base, essentially. So you could call in. You could spend. It's not gonna immediately give you an fit, but you could call in that you've spotted Bone Claw.
Yeah.
At this
So
position.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my action to go on the far gab.
Yep.
I'm going to say, get them bony bastards to focus their artillery on their front line. We're getting hammered by their artillery. We've got 3 big bastards at the back as well we might need some help with. So that's my action, and then as a bonus action, I am going to activate my Devotee's Sensor.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
What's going on?
I'm not sure.
It did a flail attack on
That was
everyone.
nifty.
No, it should be. That should have been healing. That wasn't an attack I selected.
Yeah, but the animation was attacking with the flail.
Oh yeah, the animation was an
Yeah.
attack. Yeah.
No,
So
I
clicked
think
the
it's
healing option.
For each of your turns, you and any other creatures. Just remember that when you start your turn, you regain 1d4 hit points.
And that lasts for 10 minutes, doesn't it?
1 minute.
Oh, for 1 minute.
Everybody-
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah.
Everybody in the tank are now healing passively 1d4 for the next. As like nice smelling incense just wafting out.
I'd say it smells like tobacco.
Yeah, mixing with the smell of an electrical fire.
Are we just going to manually roll the d4s for that then?
Yes.
You roll 1d4 at the start of your turn.
Whenever you
Who's
start
keeping
it.
track of that?
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Kill. Second Bone Claw. The Bone Claw is going to teleport. $60 feet to there. His action. And since he's kind of a big guy, he's gonna like climb on top of this rock.
Does that move him out of my reach?
Sure.
Is there any attack opportunity as he passes 3 of 5?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
Yeah.
right now.
Hey!
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. You missed the 4.
He's barely injured. I think he's resistant.
his turn. Ghouls are now initiative. Shari!
Oh, yeesh, we're back already. When does the healing trigger?
It occurs right now. 1d4.
At the
Isn't it-
start of the turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you jump
Bill?
from that bone claw to?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were looking at the wrong bone claw.
I'm kind of curious how we got back to the center.
That makes
I'm
more
very
sense.
curious.
Didn't Douglas just go?
I was gonna say,
What's going on?
that's why I was like, already? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
There, okay. Now we're in the correct. So these are... This ballista. That ghoul is... That ballista can aim and load, not shoot. So it's delayed. This ballista can shoot and will shoot.
Dan, will, and has.
Poink. Hey.
Have we lost threshold yet?
Have we lost what?
No, it deals,
0 damage. Yes.
no, that deals 17. It's
So
above
we have
10.
lost our threshold.
No, it's still there.
Threshold is 10.
Threshold is 10.
I thought the threshold was 20.
No, the mishap.
Mishap.
I've just given you I've been giving you the wrong information to it. Don't worry,
Oh,
it
you're
happens.
lying to me.
I know. Tactical misinformation is not the same as lying. Just not true. Yeah, but somebody called in a favor on the far gap.
Oh, jeez.
It's a miss. That's a miss. You've taken out quite a few cannons.
Hey,
That's
you're
that's
fucking
our
welcome, you
cannon.
shites.
You see,
I'm
Yeah.
good for something. They don't call me the bastard healer for nothing.
first cannonball hits the stone. Second cannonball, the bone claw dodges. Third one, center mass, straight through. And it almost immediately kills it. The bone claw is just sloughed off the top of this little rock as the final cannonball just rips right through him. That's all the artillery fire. This cannon is more. Also. Final star, your turn.
I'm gonna pop up with my musket and aim at the big slouching thing falling off. Die, you big bastard!
Remember to take your D4 healing as well.
Oh, that's right. Let me roll that real quick. Two. It ain't much, but it's something.
And the twos!
Did anyone else see that right on the 18 and then slowly fall over? Just
Yeah. Yep.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
The flail. Every turn. Oh, gosh.
I also am within the flail range, right? D4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone in the tank should be.
1. I'll take.
Deactivated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Lysander,
Kind of want to kill him.
you are sitting in the wrecking ball.
Yeah. What's the reach of the wrecking ball? Can I just
The reach of the wrecking ball is
all that?
15 feet. Or so.
Yeah, damn.
15.
It's pretty good.
Is it what? Is it like everything in its path, or like one thing target?
It's one thing. You swing it up and you just smash. It's
Can
a
I reach
flail.
the
It's
one
a
down? Big
massive mechanical flail.
big.
Yeah, I think you can. Sure.
I hope so. Let's
Yeah?
swing it.
Yeah.
Dismiss my glaive. Disappears. I just sit down and just start swinging. I think this one will count for me if I kill it. I'm gonna swing. And wrecking ball. Oh, we suck.
I don't think anybody here is worried that you're ever going to get a kill.
Oh God.
Our rolls tonight have been abysmal.
They have
Yeah,
been
no, it's
awful.
been terrible.
This has been the worst.
This reminds me of the Pandelver thing I did years ago. Oh my God. No, yeah.
That is my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We suck at this.
The ghoul.
What ghoul?
This
That ghoul over there.
that ghoul. He dashes. He sees a tag. He dashes. This Bone Claw. Teleport. Then he moves there, I believe. Ghoul dashes. Rawr. And Ashari, your turn.
All right. Oh yeah, D4. Thank you. Did that work?
Oh, I think I got an artillery strike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm going to reverse around the corner once more. With this, just pulling on the levers as she slams it back and round. And part way, she's going to bonus action trigger the protector that is on 3 or 5.
Yeah, your turret.
Yeah. Just it's the lumen shield, as you just see like starlight burst out of it, almost like pollen floating in the air, and it will hit us as we get within 10 feet of you. I'm just gonna figure that out. And so all of us will gain temporary points. 8. Make sure you each add that
8.
to yourself.
Got it.
And then we'll reverse. So it's a bit tricky to do with this. But 15. Sorry, I'm going around. Obviously.
As you're doing this,
Yep.
roll this.
Four?
Let me roll. Roll that. There we go. Okay, but that's right on you. Let's see.
When you say right on us,
So 1. That's 2. 3. 4. Do one here just to let you you feel it a little bit.
I did feel it.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, so all of these fuckers are dead. 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 31. Target. You get dex save. Yeah, that's not cut it, buddy. You're gone as an artillery shell strikes the top of the rock, blowing the bone claw off of it. The gnoll, dead. The ghouls, along with the gnoll, dead. Toto! Dexterity save!
Yay!
Oh, I forgot he was there. Did he get hit twice?
Yeah,
No.
we got hit once, at least.
Oh, once? Oh.
Oh, so that's half of the 31.
Hey.
Just 15.
Okay! Who threw the 1?
These are dead.
Are you applying the damage or should I?
You should do it.
Okay.
Who wants to roll for the demon grinder? Does the
Not
driver
Douglas.
Driver want to do
I'll do the roll.
Yes, do it.
it? Douglas, do it.
Well, roll it, just a d20.
No, you can roll it from inside the demon grinder.
Oh, yeah.
Dex. It's a check. Click the text of dexterity.
Yeah, yeah. This one is 10.
Hey!
Ah, you
Hey!
Nice.
That's so.
But now we feel better. Dead.
There.
Injured. Unharmed.
That's a pretty good artillery.
That was good.
Danger close.
Danger close.
Yeah.
Artillery strikes. They don't discriminate. But I see we're closing in on the end here, very closely. Or sorry, Ty.
Yeah, when's the
Can you
artillery
return?
happening? Because I'm
It's
in the middle of
happening.
moving.
I know. I'm well aware. I've just shot it away. As you're
It happens
moving.
in the middle of your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Artillery is something that happens to other people. Hopefully. Optimally.
Okay. Sure.
So as you're driving away, you manage, like, the only thing that takes damage in the tank is the tank itself. The rest of the crew, like, as you hear the whistling of the artillery coming in, just floor it. And you get out of the way enough that, like, the crew doesn't get hit.
Does your turret thing have hit points?
Yeah.
Okay, then it also takes damage because it's on me.
I don't know how many. How much damage did you take?
I took 15.
Okay.
I'm assuming it just takes the same amount of me from AoE.
Yes.
Okay. It's got more than that. I'll work it out after, but it's definitely got more than that. It's like 5 times my level, so...
It's pretty good.
Alright, so any of these that are still alive need to... I'll alter the movement slightly to hit these 6. And I can still back down here. So then I'll move down a bit just so you can get all the ghouls. And then also those 3 ghouls and that no.
And they actually save.
He doesn't.
Ooh.
And I don't think it matters.
Alright. 4 is not enough.
No, that's a 4. So that's how much? 27?
27 bludgeoning. Yep.
Yeah. Just got. So 6 mains are just gone. The Nola's gone. And these 3 are very badly injured. 6, 13.
I think it's just save or suck.
Hmm?
But reading the text, it's just save or suck. Yeah.
Just save or suck. To get out of the way. Because you can't just be... A tank can't drive over you just a little.
Can't just hit them a little
No,
bit.
it's
so they just dodge the
That's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still in that position. I just moved out of the way so that you could find the guy easier. I got thoroughly confused as to what was happening because of the artillery. Sorry.
Yeah. The treads on the Inferno engine at this point are just covered in goo.
Infecting goo.
Yeah, it's just every time you start driving this, it's just more blood splatter.
The tank is going to heal up another 20 to put us back over 100.
Yeah.
Cool. God. I need a long rest, guys.
Did you take your D4 as well? Because it lasts for a minute. But
yeah, I added 3. I took a lot of damage from the Dex save earlier because I forgot I had a +5 on it. So I'm pretty sure I added the 3. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
That's my turn. Hang on, let me try something. That doesn't work. Okay.
3 of 5.
Yes. They're all dead. So we
pretty
spring into action.
Up. Reaction.
When I get close.
Yes.
Bastard.
He has Deadly Reach. Which is like Sentinel, but cooler.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Good thing he rolls just like we do.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll just stand here and deal half damage for a while. It's cool.
Yep. Great.
That sword is nuts.
We all remember the scene from Star Wars with the big blue bug and Obi-Wan just rolling on the ground as it like after him. This is very much that, as these like long claws are just trying to get you as you dodge and weave before burying your burning sword in its chest. It screeches at you with this like unholy like chorus of dead people.
Hang on, I'm just checking if I actually have. Casting time special. Oh my god, I can't remember if Cube of Force is an action or not.
Cube of Force?
Yeah, I can't find where it says if it's an action
It's,
or a
yeah,
bonus
you
action.
use an action to press one of the buttons. Yes, sir.
Then I'm gonna make cricket noises.
Cricket.
Very loud cricket noises in a threatening fashion. And then I end my turn.
Douglas.
Okay. I am first going to take my D4. A lovely 1 point of healing. And then I am going to look at Ashari. I'm going to say, get yourself up, you wee shite. And I'm going to punch her on the arm, and I am going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Magic.
Target.
This is some magic for you.
That's good.
Bam!
Beautiful.
And
Thank you.
is there anything I can do with my bonus action?
What does Douglas's magic look like?
Oh, I've not
You
really
have-
thought about that.
You don't have to answer now. If you want to come back to it later, you can.
I've not thought about that. Let me have a think, and I'll come back to that next session.
Yep.
But it's mainly through not very kind means. Let's just say he's kind of brutal about it. There's no pissing about.
But yeah, that's your action.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do as my bonus action right now.
Nope.
So I am going to end my turn.
Yeah, and with that, I think we're gonna wind down because I can see that the time is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, we have a star and a wish. Replace that with a medal and a requisition. I think we're gonna do it. We'll start with Ty.
Ooh.
Do a medal and a requisition. Wind down.
Yeah. I'm ready. Let's go. There's a few people I could give it to. I think I have to give. Oh, it's between 3 and Douglas, I think. Both. I mean, everybody did great. I think I'm going to give it to Douglas. Gets a medal for perseverance in the in the face of hardship, determination, and for
Participation medal. What are you trying to say?
that is not what I said.
It's what you meant.
Yeah.
No comment. But yeah, just playing out, a series of just incredibly shit rolls, very, very well. And slogging through the shit, basically, quite literally afterwards.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, marking that down. And then requisition. I just got to figure out all the. There's a lot of rules around the vehicles and stuff that, I've got to read up on more and just try and remember.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting into it, of course, but yeah. So just remembering those, being a bit clearer on the rules would be, great. But I'm just looking forward to getting into it. And honestly, more roleplay, just getting to learn everybody's character a little bit more on who they are through chatting, because there's clearly some very interesting characters here who are going to teach each other a lot, I think. I think, yeah.
I've just seen Polar Knights comment in the chat. As a barber, I love the men's cams. It's every stage of beard growth.
Brilliant.
That's the goal. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll pass it over to Lysander if that's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take it.
Go ahead, my man.
I will also like to give my medal to Douglas. I don't think I've
you don't
laughed
have
quite
to.
like that. You rolled so many below 10s for learning the musket. It was
Fucking
incredible. Incredible. And very clutch healing too during this fight. Very much needed. Mass healing
Appreciate
word. And the incense, I think that's a really fun... I haven't seen that magic item, so... I love magic items, so...
I'm going to
very
say
excited
it
for
as a flavour point of view. I'm going to say it's not incense, it's tobacco that's burning.
Yes. Nice. I love it even more. I have a couple of requests. I really want to know the weapon that 3 is using, because that is insane. If I get half a medal, I would give him also a medal, because he's just out there dodging ballista bolts and killing ghouls, standing toe to toe and just chopping them down. My goodness, very very good. But yeah, I want to do more. I'm very excited for more.
You like it?
Yeah. I will pass it to whoever's Snick.
All right. Well, my medal would definitely go to Ty for literally running over half the army so far.
I had a plan. I knew I could heal the tank up if I needed to, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I thought we were going to lose the tank for a moment there when we went into the trench. I thought the tank was going to go bye-bye.
I'm just about keeping it above half health, which is solid, I think, Yeah. Thank you.
As my wish or requisition, I hope that I can actually start shooting stuff. Because these 3s are killing us all.
Yeah, we need better.
These 3s are killing us while our 3 is killing them.
Go ahead, Turbo Toto.
I'm gonna give my medal to Star. I enjoy your character. I like the plucky attitude. And I'm gonna request some better dice.
I think we might have been compromised by demonic forces, like some commando shit.
You can uninstall the bad rolls mod now.
I wish I could, honestly. But there's only so much I can do.
I think that just leaves Douglas.
Yeah. So my medal will go to Snake for being able to join the campaign in such a small amount of time and getting a character ready in such a small amount of time and being able to join us. Appreciate it, because I think we definitely need the extra man.
Glad to be here.
And my requisition is an exorcism for the dice. Because something needs to change. I can't keep rolling like this.
I am gonna do a rare little GM metal star thing. I'm very, very impressed with you, Pudding. Firstly, I know you're relatively new-ish
Compared to you, like extremely. New.
to the hobby. I'm really, really impressed.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
How you're doing this. And I have a little like requisition to chat. So I hinted at, and in the chat, we'll be taking requisite or name suggestions for the tank, and I will try to get a poll up when I get a good few suggestions. It's not something that's going to happen by. Maybe it happens by next session. Maybe we'll let it stew for like a session or 2 or 3. See if we can get a couple of. Yeah, I see you, Decoder. I see you. You eager little chatter, you. But yeah, no, we'll be taking suggestions and we'll do a poll. We'll also do that for the characters. Because, the military, you don't get to choose your own nickname, and your nickname is always terrible. So I'm hoping chat can get those gears turning. Do a little offline interactions. Please be in the Discord. Hang out. Come with some good, juicy suggestions on what we're going to call our little soldiers. So yeah. Yes. Thank you for a great session. We've not
Daniel,
forgotten anyone.
Before we disappear, can you quickly talk on some stream interaction stuff and the artillery and things like that?
Yes.
Just explain.
We do have a little bit of stream interaction. We called in an artillery strike during the session. I'm gonna be reworking parts of that so that it's more integrated. And also have like more, like better rules on when it happens and how it happens, so that you understand how. This time I just rolled a dice and I just used the die as like a guide.
Mm-hmm.
There's also going to be scouting, where either where the party gets relevant information about what dangers lie ahead. For example, in this scenario, they would have gotten to know that the Bone Claw were like behind enemy line. So that would be a piece of information that you would have gotten if somebody had called in scout. They're also going to be, hopefully by next time, there's going to be friendly and enemy scouting, so the chat can give information to the demons. And we might develop some more stuff. I have a hope for that chat is like going to be basically the generals of the war in a sort of way, where like they can push and pull a little bit on the front line. But that's further ahead. We're in this for the long haul, and we're hopefully going to have a lot of fun doing it. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that blowing up the battlefield feels good. I'm going to spend some time thinking about how to best go about doing that. So yeah. Reinforcements and damaging the enemy. It's going to be a...
Great. Awesome.
If chat throws military onto the party, chat wins. That's true. That's very true. Chat also loses because these are great characters. So you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I'm gonna have better rules for the artillery. So yeah. As a final thank you, I'm gonna give an inspiration to all my players. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for all the support in chat, and I hope to see you next time. And that's all from me. Ty, if you have anything.
Just thank you to you for the work you've put in and for running. It's been a hell of a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to running
Thank you, Daniel.
again.
Appreciate it, mate.
An important note about this game is that it is not weekly, so it will not be on next week, but it is every other week. So the week after, we'll be back. Yeah. So what day will that be? God.
That will be
14th?
the 7th. No, not 7th.
That's
14th.
next week. Yeah. So the 14th of May, we will be back. Then the 28th of May, and on we go. Until we die, which might be next session.
Yeah.
It might well be with your driving.
Hey, I killed a lot of stuff. That's all.
You did.
That's true.
Yeah, hey, why not? Awesome. We're gonna go raid because we're a good little band of orcs. It's what we do. And one of our team members, Darling Creepshow, is online at the moment, and feels very fitting because she is doing something with orcs. I'm not entirely sure what she's doing with them, if I'm being honest. It looks like she's scraping an orc butt at the moment.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that is literally the title of her stream at the moment, almost exactly
perfect.
as you've typed it, actually.
Psychic.
Yeah, you knew. So we're gonna go give her a raid. She's good people. Plays a ton of D&D as well. She's part of the Greyhawk creatives here on Twitch. So yeah, please send her some love and drop her a follow if you haven't already. And throw some emotes at her as the orcs arrive. But thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night.